have accused the Irish Football Association of embarrassing Gary Holt. The midfielder had to withdraw from the Irish squad to face Wales in a B international tonight after a wrangle over whether he qualified to represent them.
But first, a seasoned performer in the nicest possible sense. Here's Hazel with tonight's sports news.
Careful, Jackie, careful. Well, if Celtic are to move into second place in the title race tonight, they'll have to do something they haven't managed all season, and that's beat Kilmarnock. The Rugby Parkers remain the only Premier League outfit not to have suffered defeat at the hands of the champions this term. Well, here is the current situation. The Chasers are respectively 12 and 13 points behind Rangers at present, but Killie and Celtic could swap places by the end of this evening.
It's towards Henrik Larsson. Brockback was in behind. Here's Henrik Larsson!
A decisive run of form has produced hat-trick Larsson-inspired wins over Dunfermline and Hearts. But this evening, Celtic are up against the league's best defence, that of Kilmarnock.
No, they've done fantastically well. They've done the same as what Hearts were doing last year. But we have an opportunity to jump above them, and hopefully with home advantage we can achieve that.
How much confidence do you take from the fact that you are the only team that Celtic have failed to beat this season?
I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign, because these things usually come to an end sometime. But no, we're very aware that we've done reasonably well against Celtic this season so far. But this is going to be a big test for us tonight, and I'll be looking to see if the guys can answer some of the questions that are going to be posed at them.
There have been some question marks about Killie's post-winter break form, 2 defeats and 1 draw, and it's had some pundits writing off the Rugby Parkers League challenge, but it doesn't bother the boss.
Yeah, I think we'll be written off at the start of the season anyway. We've hung in there, and we're sitting second at this moment in time. But no, I'd rather get criticised for sitting second top than sitting second bottom, so we can handle that.
Celtic are emerging as Rangers' chief challengers for the Scottish title after beating Kilmarnock and replacing them in second spot. The Vidar Riseth header in the 49th minute gave Celtic all 3 points. It means they remain unbeaten since the winter shutdown. But the game was marred when Henrik Larsson's challenge on Gus McPherson left the Kilmarnock defender with a gashed leg. So confirmation there, Celtic leapfrog Kilmarnock in the table. Rangers still very much in command though, with a 10-point advantage.
Meanwhile, Kilmarnock defender Gus McPherson will be out of football for up to a month after badly gashing his leg in last night's league game against Celtic. The incident happened when McPherson was tackled by Parkhead striker Henrik Larsson. Celtic's 1-0 victory in that game saw them climb above the Rugby Parkers and move into second place behind Rangers in the title chase.
The first clear-cut chance of the match fell to the visitors. With 38 minutes gone, Durant's long-range pass found McCoist. The striker beat Celtic keeper Gould, but his shot hit the wrong side of the post. Into the second half, it was Celtic who grabbed the only goal of the game. Reset connecting with Moravcic's corner to give the Parkhead side 3 vital points and maintain their impressive unbeaten run, which stretches back to December the 7th. A second goal, though, proved difficult for the home side. 20 minutes later, another corner. The ball broke to Tosh McKinley. His shot scraped the outside of the post. Harold Bratback had the chance to increase Celtic's lead 2 minutes later, but Gordon Marshall held his shot at the second attempt. And the match ended in controversy with Henrik Larsson's tackle on Gus McPherson. The 2 players went for a 50-50 ball, and the Kilmarnock player came off the worse. McPherson carried off with a leg gash which required 7 stitches. He could be out for up to a month.
But first, Hazel's here with the sport.
Celtic striker Henrik Larsson today defended his tackle on Kilmarnock's Gus McPherson. The Rugby Park player is out of football for a month following the controversial challenge in Wednesday's Premier League match. Larsson insists that the incident was not intentional.
The Kilmarnock defender's leg required 12 stitches on a gash following this incident during Celtic's 1-0 win on Wednesday. Today, Swedish international Henrik Larsson discussed the incident for the first time.
It was a 50-50 ball, and I think I blocked the ball to Paul, and unfortunately the foot went through, and I caught him. And when they see the replays, and they're always going to look more nasty than it is. Of course, it's nasty because he got a cut in his leg, and he has a few stitches, what I believe. But at any point it was intentional at all. I tried to play for the ball, and I think I got the ball as well.
Scotland's top goalscorer Henrik Larsson has defended the tackle which enraged Kilmarnock and put Gus McPherson out of action for up to a month. McPherson came off worst in Wednesday's second-half tussle with Larsson, but was the damage done accidentally or deliberately? Kilmarnock manager Bobby Williamson wasn't in any doubt. Larsson turned his back, but the Swede heard all about it as the Kilmarnock defender went off.
When they see the replays, and they're always going to look more nasty than it is. Of course, it's nasty because he got a cut in his leg, and he has a few stitches, what I believe. But at any point it was intentional at all. I tried to play for the ball, and I think I got the ball as well.
Celtic and Kilmarnock met in a rearranged fixture last midweek with second place in the table at stake. Ali McCoist had an excellent chance to put the visitors ahead when he latched onto Ian Durrant's through ball, but his shot came back off the inside of the post. McCoist beat Jonathan Gould, but he was left wondering what might have been. Celtic came out fighting in the second half and got the advantage early on when Lubo Moravcic's corner was met by Vidar Riseth. The Norwegian was in ahead of Killie goalkeeper Gordon Marshall to head a crucial goal. There was a major talking point late in the game when Kilmarnock's Gus McPherson clashed with Celtic's Henrik Larsson. Larsson was late and McPherson was hurt, and he now faces up to a month out. It finished Celtic 1, Kilmarnock 0. Celtic's victory reduced Rangers' lead in the Scottish Premier League to 10 points with exactly a third of the season left. They had the chance to restore a 13-point gap against Dundee at Ibrox on Saturday. The commentator is Rob McLean.